What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on F1 24 for the 2028 season and the finale season. Unfortunately, if you're new to the channel, obviously we're doing 5 seasons and they're going to come out around about May time, and unfortunately F1 25 is coming out. They're probably going to be uploaded while F1 25 is in its early stage, its baby steps. But the reason I don't want to upload them and put them on a back marker, not back marker, put them on a proper time schedule, because if F1 25 is bad, you still want some F1 24 content to like counteract the badness. But I will be getting F1 25 in the. I'll probably get it and see what the reaction is to YouTubers' reviews on it. Arav is definitely a really good guy. I love watching his content, especially his F1 Manager content. I've been loving that recently. Big shout out to him because he's probably one of the main reasons why I do these series. But yeah, if you didn't see in the last video, Japanese Grand Prix, I wouldn't say it was bad and I wouldn't say it was good either. The reason I say that is qualified P11 with the rain qualifier that we had. Our tyre wear is horrendous at the moment. But no, I'm trying to use aerodynamics and chassis a little bit more, but chassis is pretty much all upgraded, but aerodynamics isn't. There's some stuff coming in a couple of days, and a lot of stuff coming in a couple of days. So hopefully we can counteract that tyre wear as well. But the standings, so 1-2 for McLaren at the top of the table. McLaren are dominating the Constructors' Championship. Oscar Piastri has won his home Grand Prix and the Japanese Grand Prix. 2 in a row for him, P5. We bumped the season opener in Bahrain because someone asked to. But yeah. But realistically, if you look at Piastri, as soon as that Bahrain one was done, he was like, yep, okay, we're getting there. Aston Martin, Carlos Sainz is having a very consistent season so far. 3 P3 finishes. He's definitely... realistically, there's probably going to be a 4-way constructors fight, which is going to be beautiful, as there's a 20-point gap to Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton has been performing quite well. He just had a bad strategy in China. But obviously, a sprint weekend in China, don't forget. And I'm quite excited for it, actually. But yeah, nothing really else to add on. We get the... Hopefully everything all comes inside our profile. Everything's in. So all the upgrades are fitted.
Mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Let's go for sprint qualifying. Right, guys, we are back in qualifying for the Chinese sprint. Yet again, China's been the one that we've missed, unfortunately, since season... I want to say season 1. Same with Japanese Grand Prix. It's good to revisit some of these tracks. Oh, a little bit wide. Into turn number 2. But I'm hoping for a good qualifying. It's not raining, so it should be okay. I do like the Japanese Grand Prix. Let's approach the final corner. It's going to be the second pole of the season. It is. First sprint pole of the season. Let's go. Back on form. Hopefully, I think these upgrades are working extremely well, which is good. But I think it's Piastri, Russell. Yeah, 1-2 for McLaren, then Russell, of course, and then Carlos Sainz, our main championship rival. But without very good job from the Kick Sauber, Valtteri Bottas getting into P9 for the Kick Sauber team. Obviously, on paper, Kick Sauber are meant to be the highest in the midfield, and Red Bull are meant to be quite far down. Same for Ferrari, but I think Fittipaldi shows where that Ferrari actually is. But Leclerc's got that experience in the Ferrari. He knows how to work it as the new world champion. But yeah, let's go for the sprint in China.
Preparations.
Right, guys, we're in end of the formation lap around China for the sprint. If you're new to the channel, we do not show all the intro, the starting grid for the sprint, because it doesn't really change. There's rarely any engine issues and penalties in the sprints. But we got our well, really, I want to say we got 3 championship rivals around us. It's Oscar Piastri, George Russell, Carlos Sainz are all going to be battling us this weekend, and especially this race. But let's go to the 5 red lights. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we go racing in the sprint in China. We've got a lot of wheel spin off the line there. Our teammate Piastri is going to make a move into turn number 1. We're going to try and swing one around the outside. And we retain our lead in China. George Russell not having that great launch at all. I think he tried to do a move on us, but unfortunately that did not go to plan, so he's down to P5. Both Aston Martins up to 3 and 4. Carlos Sainz, obviously good start for him, didn't lose any positions off the line. Same for Oscar Piastri, to be fair, but he was fighting for that crucial P1. Kind of got a nice little gap to Stroll, so a little bit off track there, not what we wanted. Piastri had to wait for that move. Kind of closed him off on the left there. He had to try and make a move on the right, left of us, and then we opened the gap up a little bit. Defensive. Piastri touches just the first contact of the McLaren this season. Apart from the straight, but Piastri's going to have the DRS in about 4 seconds. There it is. So is Carlos Sainz, going to blocks Carlos Sainz in. Now we do our runner. Now we run. Piastri losing 2 positions in the space of 3 corners. He got his jump back on Lance Stroll.
Okay, we have a problem with ERS. We have a problem with the ERS.
What's the problem with ERS? What's the problem with the ERS? Is it not recharging? Oh, we've been hit by Carlos Sainz.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
And there's going to be a Ferrari, a Aston Martin 1-2 in China. Stroll's going to take the lead. Thread the needle through Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz is going to lose a bunch of positions.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Leclerc, Hamilton have jumped so many people. But it's game on with me and Lance Stroll.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Can't let him lose DRS. Got DRS on him. And the game is picked up that we didn't have DRS. We were so vulnerable to Piastri and Leclerc and Hamilton and Sainz. We are so vulnerable to all of them. But it's going to be Lance Stroll that wins the sprint in China. He's going to get his first ever sprint win Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Lance Stroll gets his first ever win or sprint win, however you want to categorise it. But wow, that was a hectic race ever. I think that's the most hectic sprint weekend we've had.
Well, that's an end to
so
the
far.
sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time.
But that was chaotic. Lewis Hamilton gets Oscar Piastri to the line. That is what we call chaotic stuff. But let's go for the main event for qualifying. Let's go. Right then, guys, we remain qualifying for the main Grand Prix, of course. Unlucky sprint weekend so far. But I'm not going to say no. If that action comes in the main event, I wouldn't be surprised if there's that much action in the main Grand Prix. So far, we've been P1 all the way through. And I'm going to pole again in China. Pole in the sprint. Pole for the main Grand Prix. That's what we like to see. Back on form again. That's what we like to see. But I don't know what the grid is. I think I'm going to guess Lewis Hamilton P2, Carlos Sainz P3. But I reckon it's main suspects. Yep. Main suspects P2, 3 and 4. Good job to see there's a 1-2 from McLaren. And Kick Sauber really pulling that. Well, not really pulling because that Kick Sauber is meant to be one of the best midfields out there. But a 1-2 from McLaren yet again. Carlos Sainz up there again. Both Mercedes up there. Both Red Bulls pushing that Red Bull to new heights. But let's go for the main event.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. Shanghai International Circuit, then, is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flats, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Adams lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, Stroll, Leclerc, Bottas, Joe, Fittipaldi, Albon, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Norris, Théo Pourchaire, Vesti, Behrman, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. So then, the formation lap is underway here in China. This circuit has mixed driver reactions with a never-ending turn 1, which tends to divide opinion. And much of the course is twisty until the back straight, which is 1.2 kilometres in length. So it's going to be interesting to see how the drivers get on today.
Well, guys, we come to the end of formation lap around China. Unfortunately, yet another engine penalty for the Red Bull outfit, this time for Lando Norris, if you didn't see. It is not getting any better for Red Bull. That's 3 in 4 races that they've had an engine penalty. That is crazy. They are eating their engines like no tomorrow, which is crazy. Doesn't even need to be engine, it could be anything else, but they are eating it away. But it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. We get a lot better reaction time than last time. No more rear spin, but Oscar Piastri is going to do the same thing he did in the sprint. He's going to try and go round. Oh, we're going.
Right, there's a big incident in front
And
of
we
you.
red flag it
red
straight
flag. We'll update you
away.
in the pits. Everyone's okay.
From the spin on the grass, we red flag this session straight away.
Right.
That
Get a
was not
nice
our plan.
advantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this
Ooh,
race.
there is some rain inbound if you get a safety car. Okay, but we're going to go to hards, and there could be some possible rain.
Deja vu here, but there's a good
Okay,
opportunity to
that's
get this
fair.
start spot on. Come on.
It's lights out, and away we go, and there is rain already here. Lewis Hamilton's going to challenge for the lead of this Grand Prix. We get Stroll with ease. Contact with our teammates. Okay, now
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So it's going to be whoever pulls the trigger first on this long race. It could go to Inters. Looks like it's getting a little bit heavier. But I did not want a red flag straight away because these hards we haven't even used yet.
Look out for a bit of understeer when
So
trailing
look
the
at
car
Carlos.
ahead.
Carlos
They're
is
going to be giving off
gone.
dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Carlos has disappeared. Can't even keep on the road. This rain is crazy, but we should have DRS on Carlos Sainz. We do. We are kind of throwing a gap to Mr. Lewis Hamilton as well, or Sir Lewis Hamilton, I should say.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Oh, come on, give me the switchback. Give me the switchback. Yes. Just give Mark some more
copy that.
updates.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That's going to be hard. I think it's going to be me. I think that was a waste of time.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Oh no, it was me. It was me. It was me. We do lack. But I'll tell you one thing, that Mercedes in Hamilton's hands at the moment,
Gap
he's
to your
got pace.
teammate behind, 1.9 seconds.
Unfortunately, the rear ends are gonna be taking a beating right now.
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
Do we risk it? No, okay. I wanted to go slowly through that pit entrance because we could have seen if anybody else went in for the pits.
Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
There's going to be loads of standing water on the track. I'm going to risk it.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
They do not pile in pits just yet. Yeah, there. Oh yeah, my bad.
You need to
My
give
bad,
that
Alan.
place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
My fault, Mark. I got really cocky there.
Okay, clear. Okay, mate, let's try and climb up the order if we can. We're setting you a new target. Push, push.
Rain's picking up.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Whew. Little save there, little skirt. Yeah, we're so much quicker on the straight. Jeez.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled
Yeah,
DRS.
they're
DRS
all
is now
going to be in this lap.
disabled.
They will all be in this lap, realistically. If DRS gets disabled, it means the water is, the standing water is way too high. Look how slow they are in turns 1 to 2. Get out of the way, Elka. Breathe.
Bottas is ahead of you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. And the time last lap, 1 minute 47.3. Okay,
yeah, I'm
keep this
6
going. We're
seconds.
gaining by around 4 seconds a lap.
Yep.
seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
I should be able to duck it down the inside of both of these guys, my teammate
Here's some
and
information on
Hamilton.
Hulkenberg. Okay, they're out of this race.
And to the line, it's going to be P.
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys!
I don't even know. But Carlos Sainz wins it. Do we either get that podium? I know we're going to get a podium. I think we get P2. I think we got P3. No, we got P2, yes. Yes. And Oscar got Mr. Lewis Hamilton.
Aston Martin's
At the end
performance
of that.
today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
But Carlos Sainz wins it. Unfortunately, with our little
Well, that was
engine
certainly an
issue.
exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure
That's
to join
annoying.
us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
But it was literally 1.5 seconds. It was so close. But what has that done to the standings? Oscar Piastri and I are level on points, and Carlos Sainz is only 7 points away from us. The constructors hasn't really done much, it's just extended our lead, but Mercedes and Aston Martin are in that 100-point gap. But look at 19. It just shows that there's so many different point scorers this season, and it shows that the three you see are getting the most amount of points. But chaotic race. I mean, I told you it's going to be chaotic. I did warn you. But wow, I tell you one thing, that intermediate call was the right thing to do, because you all know me, I can't control the car in the wets. So we could have been actually quite further down. So I'm actually happy with 19 points today, plus the fastest lap. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't remember. I think we're in Miami next. Don't quote me on that, but I'll see you then. Goodbye.